What's going on, guys? It's Brandon from Need to Know, and I'm here to talk to you about an app called Duet Display. So some former engineers from Apple actually got together and formed an app that allows you to use your iPad as an external display. I know that sounds awesome, but what's even more awesome about this app is the fact that they implemented touch. Yeah, the touch that you naturally use with your iPad with your fingers, you can use with this app through the external display. So research shows that productivity increases by 48% when you use an external display. This display is actually pretty special because it allows you to use Retina Display, which is something that Apple uses with all of its laptops and computers and displays as of late. It's just something that's really crisp, sharp, and beautiful in color. This app also somehow achieves zero latency, also known as lag. So you're not gonna see yourself moving your mouse on your trackpad and then a second later you see it move on the screen. None of that happens with this app. It's all fluent. And the reason being is because it connects via your 30 pin or your Lightning USB cable directly to your computer or laptop. So who's it for, you ask? I believe the target market for this app is probably people that are looking for an external display that's more affordable and or mobile. The reason I say that is because this app is only $20. If you're looking for an external display and you can't necessarily afford one right now or afford a good one right now, more times than not, if you're watching this video, you already own an iPad. And I mean, $20 is, pretty feasible for most if they're looking for an external display. And the fact that it's at such a high resolution, it includes and implements touch, and it's zero latency. I mean, I don't think you can find a better deal for an external display at this point in time. And the reason I say it targets people that are looking for something that's more mobile, say you're traveling and you're not at your normal workspace, or for whatever reason, you're just not at your normal workspace, but you need to get some work done. You need to be productive. A lot of people tend to travel with their iPads. And I mean, you just whip your iPad out, connect it to your laptop, and there you go. Your productivity increases by 48%. So let's get into the functionality of it. Of course, I've already covered the fact that it connects to your laptop via the USB cable that comes with your iPad, whether it's a Lightning to USB or 30 pin to USB. And because of this, it allows you to achieve zero latency. It also allows you to use the same touch that you use with your fingers and your iPad. So if you're anything like me, you usually have several windows open on your laptop or Mac. And you find yourself sifting through the windows, and it gets pretty annoying when you're trying to find a particular window and it's all the way at the back and you have to try and bring it to the front just to get a file to pull and drag to another application or something like that. It gets pretty annoying over time. So external displays help out tremendously with annoyance itself. So what you can actually do is have your most used windows up, one on one display, one on the other. And that's usually what I do. And it increases my productivity tremendously. Even if I'm using one application and say for instance, when I mix music, I oftentimes like to be able to access the mixer itself, like in a standalone window. So I'm able to adjust the levels of my music and, whatever it is, the nuances, the plugins, things of that nature. I like to have it in a standalone window, so it's all by itself. I'm able to adjust levels as much as I like to. So this app allows me to have my standalone mixer in, its own window on the external display, while the main window for my production is actually right there in front of me on the Mac's normal display. So unfortunately, just like anything that's just coming out, there are some imperfections, and the added feature of touch sometimes doesn't respond the way you would necessarily like it to. like scrolling. Sometimes, you're supposed to be able to scroll with two fingers swiping up and down on the screen. Sometimes it's not as responsive as it should be, but that's okay because you can use your mouse, you can use your trackpad. And also, a problem I ran into was running into lag with Retina Resolution. That's where I found a problem trying to function at 60 frames per second. And it was no biggie. I bounced back to the high resolution option in Duet's display menu, and I performed great at 60 frames per second. There was no lag at all. But overall, guys, this app is amazing. I mean, I can't stress enough how awesome it is, especially for $20. I mean, I don't know where you're going to find anything this great for $20. And no, I'm not paid by Duet to review or say such great things about this app. It's just a great app. So if you want it, if you want an external display, a cheap one at that, this is your best bet. It's now a great part of my workflow when I'm not, working at the desktop, when I'm, at in a different spot in my home. Maybe I just want to come out and be in my living room and work instead of in an office. I set up, as you can see right behind me on the counter, I set my little mobile workspace up, and it's awesome to use, guys. So thanks for watching. If you liked this video and the in-depth review of Duet Display, hey, hit that like button, man. And also, I'll be reviewing quite a few things and talking to you guys about all things tech in the near future. So subscribe. All right, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.